Okay, we're back and it's time for answers and practice. Right, so last time we did fingerspelling recognition. Had my glasses on, I didn't say anything, I just fingerspelled. And now you're like, well, give me the answers. What are the answers? Did I get them right? Okay, so I fingerspelled a person, place, movie, and phone number. Now let's get to the answers. What were they? So the person, Maria Sharapova. The place, Ellis Island. The movie, Mean Girls. A classic. And the phone number, 205-640-1942. Now, I got these phone numbers just from a random phone number generator on the web. So if it's the same as your phone number, I'm not creepy. It's just a random coincidence. Okay, so I could just show you the answers and be like, all right, have a nice day. But that would be a waste of your time, right? Because we would be missing out an opportunity. The opportunity is to fingerspell and practice everything. So let's jump right in and let's fingerspell the name, all right? The person, Maria Sharapova. Now I'm going to fingerspell, and you notice it's obvious there are two names, right? There's a first name and a last name. So watch me the first time and see if you can tell how do I show that there's two separate names, all right? Okay, here we go. Okay, what do you think? What did I do to show that it's two separate names? We have a first name and a last name. Well, I paused slightly on the last letter for Maria. So when I got to the A, right, I paused slightly, and then I moved over just a little bit to sign the next word, Sharapova. Right. Okay, so watch it again. I'll slow down a little bit. I did Maria, pause on the A, and now I shifted over just a little bit and did the last name. Okay, so it's a combination of things, right? It's pausing on the last letter, in this case the A, just waiting for just a moment, and then going over to the second name, right? Now when you're out and about, you may see people when they're fingerspelling, they may just pause without shifting over, or they might just shift over without pausing, all right? Either way, there's an event, even though it's small and subtle. Once you learn and practice, you'll pick up on it. All right, so I do a combination, all right? I'm going to pause on the last letter, and then I'm going to shift over and go into the next word. Okay, so a lot of talking, but let's practice, okay? Let's first do the letters. All right, sign, fingerspell with me. Here we go. M-A-R-I-A. We'll hold that for a sec, all right? S-H-A-R-A-P. O-B-A. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. Here we go. Maria. Pause on the A. Sharapova. Okay. Now, if you want to say the name out loud, that's fine. If you don't want to say the name out loud, that's probably a little bit easier, so you don't have to do multiple things at once. You can just sign. You don't have to say anything. Right, let's keep going. Maria Sharapova. Okay, keep going. Maria Sharapova. And when you move over for the second word, you don't have to go way off to the side. Just a subtle movement over, and then start fingerspelling the next word. In this case, the second name. Right. And the goal is to sign each letter at about the same speed, right? So you wouldn't go like this. M-A-R-I-A, and then keep going like that. It's trying to be as smooth as possible. So Maria Sharapova. Okay, let's speed it up. Here we go. Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova. Okay, now this is video format, so you need to repeat. You need to go back, practice some more. Great, more practice the better. All right, I'm going to move forward, and we're going to go to Ellis Island. All right, so that was the place. What a history. If you're not familiar with it, I urge you to look it up. Big part of American history. Okay, so same thing. We have two words in this name. All right, Ellis Island. So once you get to the S, pause for a moment, then move over and go to the I for island. Right, so watch me regular speed. See if you can recognize what I do to go to before I go to the second word. Ellis Island. Okay, so I pause on the S and then I go I over a little bit to start island. Okay, here we go. First, let's just do the letters nice and slow. Fingerspell with me. Here we go. E, L, L, I, S, pause, I, S, L, A, N, D. All right, again, here we go. Ellis Island. Ellis Island. All right, continuing on, we'll speed up just a little bit each time. All right, fingerspell with me. I know you're practicing. Ellis Island. Ellis Island. All right, let's do it again. All right. Practice is going to make improvement. Fingerspelling in sign language is one of the main areas. Just practice, 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 and it's going to make improvement, okay? The more you practice, your hand you're going to start remembering the motions. I mean, in English, L-I, these L-L, the E-A, there's a certain pattern of letters that are very common together. And the more you practice, the more your hand will be aware of going from the E-A to the L-I, L-O, or L-L. Okay, and quick note about Ellis, we have a double letter here, right? We have two L's, so you can't just leave it there and expect people to understand two L's. So we need to either shift a little bit or just tiny bounce a little bit. So E-L-L or E-L-L, that's up to you. All right, let's do it one more time and then we'll move forward. Ellis Island. Good, good, good. All right, to the movie Mean Girls. All right, let's do it. I'm going to fingerspell regular speed, then we'll break it down into individual letters. All right, so you see how I said and I paused a little bit there, went over to the G, and then just fingerspelled as smooth as possible. Okay, here we are with the letters. Fingerspell with me. M, E, A, N, pause just for a moment. G, I, R, L, S. Okay, now I sign an E like this, all right, where the fingers aren't touching. It's common as well. Depends where you grew up, what your deaf community that you hung around with. This is how I grew up signing it. You also notice that the E is signed like this. Also very, very common where the tips are signing. If you sign it like this, great, no worries. So just don't be alarmed or shocked if I sign it like this, because this is also a common alternate way to sign E, okay? All right, so here we go. Mean girls. Mean girls. Speeding up. Mean girls. Now this practice, we just keep repeating it. It's wonderful for your muscle memory, all right? To get that connection that you're making these letter combinations. In the future, when you have different words, but they have similar letter combinations, it's easier for your body because you've already made those motions, muscle memory, all of that stuff. All right, mean girls, let's speed up a little bit more. Mean girls. Mean girls. All right, and you're going to notice that when people start fingerspelling quickly, their fingers are not bing, perfectly forming all of the letters. Because to perfectly form the letters, it takes a little bit extra time. So in this word, girls, Girls, if they're doing it fast, the pinky may not fully extend, all right? Because it takes too long, right? When you're fingerspelling fast, people already understand girls, right? They understand that if the I doesn't go up completely, it's still an I, all right? I will try to fingerspell as crisply and clearly as possible, but as I speed up, it may not be as crisp and as clear as when I'm going letter by letter, all right? Right, you're improving. This is what the improving signers and fingerspellers do. Okay, so let's move to the last part, which is the phone number. All right, we're adding in phone numbers, which mean numbers. Okay, so quick thing about the numbers here. We are just rattling off, signing off a series of numbers, okay? So we're not counting. Now you may have been told, and it's right, when you count, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, palm facing in, back of the hand facing forward, because we're counting, right? We're counting up in the number series, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we flip around for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now with the phone number, area code, postcode, house number, whatever, social security number, face forward the whole time. So the palm's going to be facing forward. It's just too confusing. Like if you went 2, then you flip back around for 0, for the 5, and you flip back, okay, 6, then you go back for the floor, 4. It just doesn't make sense. So when you're doing a series of numbers, just keep in mind, keep your palm facing forward. All right, long explanation, let's get to fingerspelling. So we have the phone number, and we have a group of numbers. Just like you would say it in English, it's very common to go 205, there's a slight pause, 640, 1942, right? And I suppose it's done that way so it's easier to process. Plus, when someone's writing it down, to do a quick, small group of numbers, then the next group. So we're going to do the same thing when we sign, all right? And we're going to pause, hold the last number before moving to the next group. So here's what it would look like. 205, hold that 5 for a moment. 640, hold the 0. 1942. You might have noticed as well that I shifted a little bit between the groups. That's a personal preference. You wouldn't have to. You could stay in one place and just pause in between. That's fine. I like to shift and pause so it's almost crystal clear for my students that I've moved on to a new group of numbers, right? I swear it's easier for our brain to just process a group of 3 numbers versus a whole group of like 9 numbers at one time. Okay, so here we go. Let's do it. 2, 0, 5, pause for a moment, 6, 4, 0, 1, 9, 4, 2. Okay, a little bit quicker. 2, 0, 5, 6, 4, 0, 1, 9, 4, 2. Okay, now you might have noticed as well that I'm doing 3 groups here. Before we had names and there was just 2 names, and we just went 1 and bounced a little bit to the side. Since I have 3 groups, I'm signing the first group here, second group here, and third group a little bit back in. I'm not going 1, 2, 3. You could, but the farther away you get from this area right here, the harder it is for someone to understand you because they have to look at your hand and then they look at your face, look at your hand and your face, right? If you notice when people are talking in sign language, you know, it's common to look at the hands, but it's even more common to maintain eye contact. Not only is it respectful, but it gets the facial expressions and you're not only getting what's happening with the hands. You watch advanced signers, they're able to just look at each other in the face, right? They look at the hands too, but they get the whole picture, mainly maintaining eye contact. Okay, so let's do this number again, the phone number. 205 640 1942. Again, yes. 205 640 1942. Okay, so quick reminder, if you want to stay in the same place, you just want to go 205 640 1942. That's fine. The reason I'm bouncing a little bit is because it's an alternate way to do it, but also it helps you very clearly see that it's a different group of numbers. All right, one last time, we'll move forward. Okay, good. So we did everything, right? We fingerspelled the name, the place, the movie, and the phone number. All right, so if you need to repeat, if you didn't get it the first time around, repeat the video as much as you need. This is muscle memory stuff, and if you're just learning, it feels kind of awkward, kind of strange, but the more you do it, it's just gonna be fluid, right? It's like learning a new exercise that you haven't done, or a new yoga something, or a yoga exercise. At first, it's weird, right? It's not natural, but the more you do it, our mind, body connection, muscle memory, it just takes in. And after a while, you're fingerspelling without even thinking about it. It's just natural. Okay, so this was answers in practice for the fingerspelling recognition exercise that we did last time. Okay, wonderful.